That night. Yes? The police called me late that night. Called me? It wasn't good news. I write down what they tell me and hang up. They have Isawa. There was an incident 5 years ago. Many of the city's wounds have healed, but a certain place has been abandoned and forgotten. It's on the east side of the ruined buildings on the hill. Most call it Ground Zero. The damage looks like it was caused by a missile. The area is still considered off limits. Every year, around the day the incident occurred, people leave bouquets near the fences around it. Plans to rebuild the area should be coming into action soon. All those buildings will then be flattened, including the final scar left by the incident. There's a gig tonight, a bloody festival to bring this to an end, but... Haru's maid outfit is far from tragic. Yes, 5 minus 3 is 2. Binyo's still in the hospital. I haven't seen her ever since Miya-san told me not to come. Ayaya has been visiting her practically every day, so I asked her to tell Binyo, don't worry, we're staying away from the gigs now. Mayuki's still under martial law. No avatar can help her break through her parents. And then there's Isawa. Dunno, it was always kind of amazing that he stayed alive. The police asked me a lot of questions. Isawa's broken cell phone was found in the park. It was the last number in the call history. Who knows? He seems to make new grudges every day. Grudges are also records of the past. Unwanted connections chase you and sometimes get ahead of you. Karume's mouth curves like a crescent moon.
心と心で結ばれているなど幻想だ。互いに脳内麻薬の自家中毒で相手に幻覚を見ている一人相撲に過ぎん。身も蓋もないね。気持ちいいのの方便って言い方ならもう少し救いようがあるかもよ。秋人はすっかり中毒患者だな。酔っ払った脳みそでは満足に回らないか。
Are you saying you know what happened?
見当も何も。いよいよ脳みそが無様だな。伊沢はアバター使いだぞ。
A fact that's so normal now I hadn't even thought of it. The shock hits me. That's right. He had a steel fantasy that no knives, bullets, or any other form of violence in the city could ever harm. If he was in danger, then there's only one answer. Other communes.
アバターを破壊できるものはアバターだ。奴の場合、破壊される前にアバターを戻したようだがな。それって私らをかばったってこと？
Maybe.
アバターを破壊できれば5人まとめて。そうでなくとも死ぬのは伊沢一人だ。伊沢の命が助かったのは襲った相手が無駄とリスクを嫌っただけの話だろう。狙いは伊沢っちじゃなくて私ら全員？そうするメリットがあるコミュということだな。
Now even I can tell what you're getting at. The Wolf Pack.
へえ、試合前にこっちの戦力削ろうとしたんだ。えぐいことするんだね。
But why Isawa? If they were after our whole commune, then they could have targeted any of us.
あの子ネズミは何度か単独でアバターを使って暴れている。自分で特定される確率を上げただけだろう。自業自得。わかりやすいこと。
And it might not have been Urita's commune. They're a cabal, a pack of wolves formed from multiple communes. The power of being in a group.
まあいいや。もう終わったことだし。
Haru's eyes as if it's someone else's problem.
どっちかっつうと、やばいのはこれからの私たちだよね。どう戦う？
A realistic and blunt question. It's kinda cruel. But having Haru here could be the silver lining. She's quite reliable. Maybe we should copy Nomad. That commune only has 2 people.
へえ。自らは無駄に動かす。一撃必殺で仕留める。か。言うほど安くはないぞ。
Avatars are meant to be controlled by 5 people. If you're missing 3, it's much harder on the remaining 2. It can't move as fast or swing as hard as usual. So they fight like a snake, concentrate, save your energy, then make one big lunge.
避けるのは私、殴るのは秋人ってことでいいのかな。
That's fine. This guy is nothing compared to Jack or Miss JH. We can take him with just the 2 of us. Fights are always relative. I know it's not a simple linear scale though. Still, we can't underestimate our opponent. Intelligence and statistics aren't enough to predict outcomes in this world.
今夜は宴か。
The clouds drift by, burning red. That bloody color makes me think of the carnage that awaits us tonight. Saturday changes into Sunday. The gig has arrived. Flames fill the black night sky. Music to heighten the insanity and lights that cut through the darkness. They form an arena for monsters bordered by metal fences. The spectators packed into the ruins are so excited I can see heat haze. The music changes. The long night is about to begin. Bright red letters appear on the LCD screen like a blood spatter. Grudge match. A fight between Babylon and Django for the right to fight Nomad. It started with our grudge against them for the attack on the school. Everyone in the crowd is hoping that this fight will result in death. We are as ready as we're going to get. And for once I plan on giving them what they want, especially after what they did to Izawa. Gate light comes forth. The black steel dragon manifests itself inside of the blue light.
うわ、これ確かに重たいわ。なんとか養成ギブスつけてる感じ。
Don't move more than we have to. You focus on defense. I'll focus on offense.
こういう時あれだよね。その手のゲームだとエッチしてシンクロ率高めるとかそういう。
Now this is not Fate Stay Night. You're talking to Mayuki too much. Life would be a lot easier if people could understand each other just by having sex. We influence each other without realizing it. This is part of being connected.
エッチは世界を救う。
That would be anticlimactic.
でもいい感じにほぐれてきてない？
Yeah. My mind feels more at ease. The amount of information entering my vision rises. Behind the fence, a red flower blooms. What? Screams, cries. Just like at the school, death rampages through the crowd. What?
何？
A riot, or perhaps a panic. The fence topples over under the pressure. People stream into the combat area. Behind them, steel lightning leaps around. A Gevoden. There is no mistaking it. That's the avatar that attacked the school. Urita's Django. No one was expecting this. The avatar we were supposed to fight is off massacring innocent people. My brain simply can't process this.
どうす？
Isn't it obvious? I'm shaking. Something black and hot fills my veins in an instant. Anger. Something I've never felt about any of my previous opponents. The steel dragon roars. Its bright red eyes burn. It charges forward to tear the enemy apart. It doesn't matter what reasons lie behind his behavior. The screams of women being torn apart. The terror of boys being crushed under its feet. Someone's despair as their life is unfairly taken away. Arrah! That was a weird scream. It explodes. Even Soejima vanishes from my mind. It is anger. I can't forgive him. I can't allow this person to live 1 second longer. The black dragon roars, answering the black heat gorging out of my heart from the inside. I let my anger take control and chase him. Django notices Babylon's approach. It evades with sharp movements. You think I'm gonna let you get away? He flees, as if ridiculing the fact that resolve, law, order, duty, and so on are all meaningless if you're strong enough. Django flies off, straight into the crowd. Damn you! The people filling the exit are blown away and violated. The area is filled with fresh blood and screams. On the way, Django grabs something and throws it under Babylon's feet. A young woman's body. Shit. I couldn't move away in time. She's crushed under our steel feet, splashing red across the area. We don't have very precise control right now, so there was no hope of avoiding this. The red color, nausea. That woman. The hatred is turning my organs inside out. My mind goes blank and I forget to control Babylon. The situation gets worse as I stand still. The panicking crowd flows back toward Babylon. The thick herd prevents us from moving. There are other avatars rampaging around in other places. The screams won't stop, the panic won't end. Django vanishes behind them all. Damn him! He never wanted to fight Babylon in the first place. The wolf pack just wanted to terrorize the gigs themselves. Fuck.
やられたな。
どうするの?
She regretted wearing her uniform tonight. She didn't have school today, but she wore it anyway because it symbolized her connection with Akihito. If she knew this was going to happen, she would have changed earlier.
この場は血の祝祭。流血の代価は流血で。
わかった。
Noise and Hisoka connect with their avatar. A blue giant appears as the gate light flickers. A single bright red eye lights up with anger. The ruler of chaos roars.
その必要はありません、ミスターノイズ。
A man? Who's this man? A man with pale eyes is standing next to him. A man with no distinguishing features other than fluent Japanese. A John Doe, no one at all.
必要がないとは。
Noise's expression hardens. He looks into the steel barrel of a Beretta. It appeared in the man's right hand like a magic trick.
ですから、必要はなくなったのです。
What? 3 gunshots. Noise jumps back like a spring-loaded toy and stops moving.
ミス・ノーマット、あなたもです。
The Beretta's barrel turns to Hisoka. The girl's expression doesn't change, even when faced with a black 9mm source of death. After all, she died a long time ago. That day, when that fell from the sky, Hisoka's heart died. When that fell from the sky? What fell from the sky? A meteorite? Is a meteorite the cause of all of this? Once her heart died, her body was no different from a corpse. She's not living right now, though she isn't dead either. She continues to live while continuing to die. Or so she thought.
では、これにて。
5 years since she lost everything. For the first time, something lights up inside her cold body. Something as small as a grain of sand. Even she doesn't know what it is. But death is staring her in the face right now. The black gun barrel, a device set to automatically take her life away when he pulls the trigger. Something stirs inside her. For the first time in 5 years, she thinks, not yet. Not now, not here. At least let me see him one more time. Mizowa-kun. The black trigger moves. At that moment, there were 2 connections to Nomad. Noise's death forcibly removed one of them. Hisoka's vision turns red. Something flows into her from Nomad. Her cranium creaks, as if it was about to break. Something is being carved into her brain. What is happening to her? Hisoka's mind is engulfed by a rat. Urita Maguichi never doubted that he was just a cock. The 5th of 6 brothers, his words had no power in that huge family. At school he obeyed the unspoken rules and always avoided standing out. He saw people get bullied a number of times, but he never felt a shred of sympathy. Those kids got bullied because at some point they refused to be a cock. Groups hate white noise that disturbs their harmony. Urita loved the sense of calm from belonging in a group, despite listening to the same J-pop as his friends about having dreams and individuality. Eventually, Urita had sex with his first girlfriend. She didn't captivate him, and he didn't feel any love. He was just ashamed of being a virgin at his age. All of his friends had done the same thing. And yet, that woman, she said she hated men with no dreams, that men with no individuality were no fun. He snapped. Those are just lies from the world of songs and dramas. The woman was a liar. He and his friends gang raped her. They recorded it, made her sell herself to other men, and she jumped in front of a train in the end. They were punished after her suicide note was found, but because they took responsibility as a group, the individual punishments were reduced. Being a cock protected him. Even meeting Girl A didn't change Urita's world at all. He never thought of this as a special power for chosen people. All the beginner killers and Avatar gig competitors seemed like arrogant idiots to him. Instead of joining them, Urita gathered friends, the more the better, and they did whatever the stronger groups wanted. Then, an opportunity to grant his wish finally came. The sound of steel shattering brings Urita back to his senses. It took less than a minute. Urita's avatar Django is slammed headfirst into the concrete. The other avatars in the Cabal have already been destroyed so thoroughly that nothing is left of their original shapes. What? Who destroyed them? Babylon? No, it's Tori. A woman stands there, a death goddess. She crushes iron demons with her bare hands. Any being which can do that must be a deity.
どうした？人生を一通り回想し終わったような顔をしているな。
The death goddess appears to be enjoying herself. He's seen that expression before. Yes, his friends had the same expression when they raped that other woman.
そう。見たくてももうないんだよ。そこから先は。
待って。
Think, this is the same as back then. I am but a cog in the machine.
俺は頼まれただけだ。ナイトって女から。
Wait, is he talking about Yoroko?
それで？
カエサルレギオンに交代具で加えてもらえるって。
If you what?
だから？
悪いのは俺じゃない。カエサルだ。俺はカエサルの絵図通り動いただけの。
So does that mean that Kaiser is responsible for this bloodbath? What the? A death goddess in human form. She smiles ferociously, like creaking steel.
絶望しながら破滅しろ。
Django flies out of the rubble and over the goddess's head, the moon at its back. The hound breaks apart in the moonlight. Its limbs are cut off, and then its head. Its body falls down like a maggot, scouring itself on some rubble. Death cries echo through the ruin, Urita and his fleeing friends. Communes are destroyed along with their avatars, no one is an exception. In a country of corpses where all have died but her.
祭りの終わり。
Hasekura Tori looks down to another conflict.